You guys are used to seeing me work on my car, but today we're out here in Rock Hall, Maryland. Gonna go ahead and do this triathlon today. It's the Olympic distance, so some of you guys might not be familiar with that. It's a 0.92 mile swim, it's a 24 mile bike, and a 6.2 mile run. So I'm gonna do my best. Been training regularly for the last 4 or 5 weeks straight, try to get ready and prepare for this. And that's why the videos have been kind of iffy lately with the content and stuff like that. But yeah, super excited to get going here. We got about 45 minutes till push off. Gonna get it done. Hopefully Jimmy will get some good footage. And yeah, if you guys like this type of video, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know, because I plan on doing more of these in the future. Hopefully we'll see how I do today. The goal time is 2 hours and 30 minutes, but who knows, it's the first one, so we're still kind of working out the kinks. Let's go. Alright guys, so it's a couple days later. I figured I would come on here and make a little commentary, so that way you guys could understand how I felt during the race and my thoughts and all that good stuff. So here we are. We're gonna go ahead and start it off with the pool clip and getting out of the pool. They were putting my cap on, and it's very important that my cap has all my hair tucked into it, because that'll just help me reduce drag in the water and end up having maybe a little bit better swim time. So just jumped in the water here, and you can see kind of went out of the gate strong. I didn't really know what to expect because it's my first triathlon, and what happens is a lot of times triathlons will start everybody all at once and just get in the water as fast as you can. But luckily this was a time trial start, so I was able to get out 5 seconds, like get a little gap in between some other people, so that way you weren't just plowing on top of people trying to swim. But we did still end up having a little bit of that to contend with, but the swim was okay. I wanted to get less than 30 minutes. That was the goal leading up to the race for the swim, and I ended up coming in just a little over 30 minutes, and that's fine. I only swam 4 times before this race. Besides, I have a lot of prior swimming experience, but before this race, I only had 4 swims, and 2 of them were open water and 2 of them were in a pool, I believe. So I wasn't crazy prepared for the swim, but I knew I could get it done. So into transition number 1, hop out of the swim, and I'm feeling really dizzy at this point because your body is so used to being horizontal, and then you stand up and it's vertical, and you just get a little out of balance there for a second. So running up the dock, feeling all right by this point, but headed to the transition area to get on my bike. So that was a 0.92 mile swim, like I said in the beginning, and the bike ride is 24 miles. So luckily Stacy from Strava, and he also works at Bike Line in Middletown, he let me borrow some aerodynamic handlebars for my Trek Madone. So that really helps when it comes to aerodynamics and bike speed, average mile per hour, all that stuff. So really fortunate for him to let me borrow those, and that definitely helped a lot. I also went ahead and taped up all the bolt holes, everything, so it would just be as slick and sleek as possible for the bike. And you guys can see in the transition now, one thing that's important that I actually messed up on there is that you need to put your helmet on before you actually unrack the bike. But I don't think any of the officials saw me. I would have got a penalty if they did, but I guess we got away with that one, so that's all right. Got my biking shoes on. Now, some people will put their biking shoes into their bike, and then they'll jump on top of their saddle and slide their feet in as they go out. But I didn't really feel comfortable doing this. I didn't really have too much time to practice this, so I went ahead and just put them on before I left the transition. Came out, ended up having a pretty good bike ride, actually a PR bike ride. My best previous was 20.5 miles per hour for that distance, and I went ahead and gave it all I had, and I ended up being able to ride at 22.6 average. So for 24 miles, that ended up being right under 1 hour and 5 minutes, and my first transition time was about 1 minute and 35 seconds. So that put us kind of right where we needed to be. As far as if I hit my running goals, then I would get my goal time of 2 hours and 30 minutes. But yeah, coming out of transition here, I actually really like the visor that I got from this event. It catches your sweat pretty well, and I was able to get it on pretty easily and get my hair out of the way, so that was nice. But yeah, running in the Vaporflies, I've never been a good runner. and I tend to get shin splints a lot. I don't know why, but you know, as I train more and more, if I'm not really conscious of my recovery, then I will get shin splints. And also, I never run in the Vaporflies, so this was a 6.2 mile run. And also, another thing to keep in mind is that in my training leading up to this, I wasn't doing a terrible amount of running. I was doing mostly biking before this, and I didn't realize this event was happening until 3 weeks before it actually did happen. So I didn't get time to get too much running in, but I was very happy with my running pace. I ended up with a 7:50 minute per mile, so that's not terrible. I definitely have some room to improve, and hopefully they're having the same event in the fall, and I'm going to try to improve on all 3 of my times if possible, and try to get below a 2 hours and 20 minute Olympic distance triathlon. So that would be really, really good. I plan on really working on my swim a lot, 2 times a week, with all 3 disciplines, actually 2 times a week. So I'll have 6 cardio workouts and 3 lifting workouts. So if you guys are like, well, he needs to be posting more videos about these cars, getting this build done, just know that I am pretty busy with some other goals that I have as well, if I'm a little slacking on the videos. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's the goal. I had a really good time down in Rock Hall. A lot of fun. I really did underestimate the nutrition aspect of the event. I did eat a lot of food prior, a lot of carbs and stuff to get ready and have just full energy stores, all that good stuff. But during the actual event, I definitely slacked on consuming, you know, carbohydrates, sodium, electrolytes, and I think I could have had a little bit better run. But it's all stuff you learn, you live and you learn from this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead. I really want to have that goal of a 2 hour and 20 minute triathlon in the fall, and it's going to be the same event, same distance, same land. Everything's the same about the event, because if the event is in a different place, then sometimes it can vary from hills and wind and elevation. And I guess we'll leave it here. So we'll have pretty much all the same circumstances. Maybe the weather will be slightly different, but it won't be terrible. But the goal is 2 hours and 20 minutes for the fall. I'm really happy though with this performance for my first triathlon. So if you guys like this type of video, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button. We'll be back for a new video soon. If you have any questions about the whole race and you're looking to do a triathlon yourself, then this is a great place to do it. And if you drop your questions in the comment section below, I'll do my best to answer them. For those of you guys that are here for the car content and you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. And just be on the lookout for more car content in the future, and also sprinkle in some good triathlon training videos as well. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Peace.